Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Griselda. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing the Infallible up to 24-hour. This is the Fresh Water Foundation. I actually posted this on my Insta story and asked you guys if you guys wanted a review and a wear test. So that's what today's video is going to be about. The 3 shades that they did send me were a little too light, so they went ahead and sent me 6 other shades. I'm also going to be doing a test wear on this foundation because I feel like a lot of drugstore foundations, you can't really tell how good the foundation is until the end of the day. So it is currently 11:53. Before applying the foundation, I do want to let you guys know the benefits, how long it lasts, so on and so forth. So it says, introducing our new breakthrough foundation, Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear. It is our most lightweight, breathable formula with up to 24-hour fresh stay power. Finally, a foundation that can keep up with your busy schedule without the heavy cake feeling. We will see about that. It is waterproof, sweat resistant. We're gonna have to see that because I'm already sweating. You guys see that? It's glistening right here. It's transfer resistant, color stays true, and it's available in 30 shades. And it also has SPF, which a lot of foundations don't. It's for all skin types with a natural matte finish. So they went ahead and sent me 6 shades, which I'm gonna go ahead and swatch on my hand so you guys can see what the shades look like. This one is $4.90, which I think is still a little too light. It definitely is very watery. So this is $4.90. You guys know my swatches are the worst. Next we have $4.95, which is just a tad darker than the $4.90. And then I just also want to show you guys, it comes out really watery. And I feel like these undertones, this one, oh my god, you guys, I'm so sorry, my swatches are horrible. $4.90 definitely turned a little bit more on the pinker side. This one's a little bit more olivey. Next we have 500, which I think is my shade. Swatch that. Oh, that's a much better swatch. Yeah, I think 500 is my shade. And then we have 505, which is very pink. Definitely a little bit more on the pinker side. We have 510. This one is definitely more golden. And last but not least, we have the 515, which is definitely a lot more olivey as well. So I think I'm gonna be using 500. I think that's gonna be my perfect match. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of that on my back of my hand. I'm gonna do 3 pumps. It's definitely very, very watery. I'm like shaking, I don't know why, but just want to show you guys how watery it is. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is definitely my shade. It has like an interesting smell. I don't know. It's like very strong. It definitely is very, very light. It feels like, if you guys have used Face and Body by MAC, that's what it feels like on my skin. It's like water base, so it's definitely very liquidy. I don't feel like I have anything on my skin. I did those 3 pumps just on one side. So if you want a little bit more coverage, you're gonna need a few more pumps. Right here is where I'm really excited to see if it's definitely sweat proof, because you guys know those are 3 more pumps. So in total I've done 6 pumps. I wonder if it's going to oxidize. I feel like it matches my skin perfectly, but throughout the day sometimes the foundation does oxidize, so we're going to see what's going to happen. So far I like how it's making my skin look like skin. It's not drying me out. I can still see through the foundation, so it doesn't look like it's gonna look cakey. We have to see what it's gonna look like at the end of the day. That's gonna be the real test. And when I say it matches, it's not gonna match like everything. I am gonna bring it down. It matches my whole body because that's what you want to match your foundation to. It definitely has like this scent. I don't know if I'm a fan of this smell. It almost smells like a man's cologne, but like not a really good one. So far, it's not separating on top of my lip. It definitely gives me like a really nice glowy finish. It looks kind of dewy, but it says on there it gives you a matte finish. So I don't know, maybe once I'm all done, or it has to dry down a little bit, we shall see. Because some areas, nope, it still looks kind of glossy, which I'm not mad at, to be honest with you, because that only makes your skin look very radiant and healthy. I just realized I said fresh water and it's fresh wear. If you feel like you want a little bit more coverage, I think you can do 8 pumps instead of 6. I know that sounds like a lot, but honestly, not a lot of product was coming out with each pump, so it may seem like a lot, but it's not, because I can still kind of see through my skin. This is like a medium coverage, I want to say. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to use my creamy concealer by Nars, and I'm going to be using the shade medium 1 Custard. We're just going to apply that right underneath. I know it looks a lot lighter, but don't be alarmed. Once you set the concealer, it definitely tones down like 2 shades. And I'm going to apply the rest of the products as if I'm using my regular foundation, because I want to see how they work with this foundation as well. I don't see any separation in this area, which is fabulous. But let's go ahead and see, because I do sweat throughout the whole video. Yep, I'm already sweating, but no separation yet. I don't know why I sweat just sitting here. I know it's hot, but I'm literally not doing anything. And I also, when I'm taking my outfit pictures, I'll be sweating just standing there, just posing. I see a little separation right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but when I blend it in, it goes away. It didn't separate that much, and I'm sweating like all over my lip. It just kind of separated in this area. It is easy to blend back in. The main thing that kind of scares me sometimes with foundations that they say it's sweat resistant, but they're not, is once I set the foundation and the concealer and I sweat and I kind of pat and the whole thing comes off, that's what I'm afraid of. So that's gonna be the real test. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and set the under eyes. I use my Huda Beauty banana bread. Let's go ahead and set this. All right, we're going in. It's so funny because I stopped sweating. It's probably like, ma'am, you don't want to sabotage your video. And I'm gonna go ahead and set my whole entire face with the banana bread, and then I'm gonna bring back color in with my regular powder. So for my all over powder, I'm gonna be using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in the shade Cashew. This is my perfect all over shade. I've been using this so much because it's so good. And then I'm gonna be using my Fenty, this is the Fenty 170 setting brush. I just pick up a little bit of that and then kind of press it in to the brush, because when I go in, I just kind of press it all over. And this is such a good brush too. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face and then let you guys know what it looks like at the end. And then I'm gonna wear it out and then come back and let you guys know my thoughts on the wear test, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone, so this is the final look. It is 1:14, so I am gonna go ahead and go about my day, run my errands, go pick up Anthony from school, and I will be checking in with you guys. And then at the end of the day, I will give you guys my final thoughts on this foundation. I turned off the AC because I wanted to put it to the test, and I was sweating on my upper lip and my nose. And obviously you can't tell on my nose because I have a bunch of highlighter, but I do want to let you guys know that I did press in the sweat with my beauty blender, and that's what I usually do whenever I start sweating. And so far there's like nothing coming through. And another thing is that when it does break down the foundation and the concealer and the powder, I get like a white cast over my lip. But I am gonna go ahead and let it sit on my skin for a few hours and then check in with you guys to let you guys know how it's wearing and how I like it so far. All right, so it is 2:58 and that is Jordan. I brought him with me to pick up Anthony from school. It's been about maybe an hour and a half since my application, or maybe even more, maybe like 2 hours. but the foundation is holding up pretty good. It's very matte. I have been sweating here, but nothing has been shooting through, so I probably will say that it is sweat proof, but I'm gonna wait a few more hours and check in with you guys in a little bit and let you guys know how the foundation is wearing. It hasn't oxidized. Usually within like the first 2 hours you can see, sorry guys, Jordan's like being Jordan. Within the first 2 hours you guys can see if the foundation starts oxidizing. So say hi, Bubs. You'll be able to tell if the foundation starts oxidizing, and it hasn't. So I will check in with you guys in a few. All right, so I'm back and it is currently 8:38 p.m. and I haven't touched up. I will say that. I haven't touched up. I have been doing stuff around the house. I actually had a bowl of soup, not to test out the foundation, but because of the weather, and this right here did not budge. I tend to get really hot also because I add extra spices to my soup, and usually that makes me really hot, but right around this area I don't see any separation. It looks as if I would be wearing my normal foundation. I feel like it might have oxidized just a tad, like just a little bit. Aside from that, I feel like it still looks great. It looks fresh. Like I said, I haven't touched up. It feels like I still have nothing on my skin. It feels really, really good. I'm not gonna knock it. Also, for the price that you're paying, I mean, it's $14.99 and you get waterproof, sweat resistant, transfer resistant, and color stays true. The whole color stays true, I do find that it did just honestly, like, I know because I paid attention and I was like, you know, analyzing the foundation and my skin. So I know that it did oxidize just one bit. But it also could be that I did set my foundation with a skin tone color. So that could be it as well. But I didn't see a huge difference in the foundation. So overall, I think it's a great foundation. It feels great on the skin. It is buildable and it does do what it says that it does here. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this review slash wear test, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you get notified every single time I upload. And without further ado, I will see you guys in my next video.